Now, I'm no movie novice, so take everything I say as humble opinion, but keep in mind, I am smarter than you. Home Sweet Home. It's on YouTube, but the trailer gives away the whole movie, so just watch the trailer. If you happened to watch my Christian Hallmarky movie, without ever seeing the movie, I took the premise of a girl pretending to be a Christian to get a guy to like her, and I made my own, and then I was gonna watch Christian Mingle and Home Sweet Home and compare my movie plot to their movie plots. But I'm not gonna watch Christian Mingle the movie because I don't want to. And also, nobody watches my videos, so I'm not even letting anybody down by not watching that. Watch Curtis Connor's video about Christian Mingle the movie. I felt like it had been talked about enough. Home Sweet Home was released this year, 2020. The main girl is the real-life daughter of DJ Tanner, and she looks like a mix of DJ Tanner and like Brie Larson, in my opinion. So already I like her. I'm gonna go over the main plot points, and then I'm gonna keep a tally of all of the things that I got right about what a Hallmarky movie would do with this kind of a premise, and then give them points for things that this movie did that was original. One thing I do want to point out is that in Christian Mingle the movie, the main guy's name is Paul, which is a biblical name. So in my movie, I used a bunch of general Christian white guy names. I assumed that one of them would be correct for the Home Sweet Home movie. By the way. However, the main guy's name in Home Sweet Home is Jason, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's not a very stereotypically biblical name. There is a Jason of Thessalonica in the Bible, but we'll let that slide because it's not really a generic Christian name. I'm annoying. So I'm going to start it off and give them 1 point for that. So we're just going to tally our similarities and see if any of my guesses were correct. Let's go. Okay, so right off the bat, the main character pops out of the bushes. I did not plan that. My main character pops out of the bushes. Granted, mine was like kind of doing a hungover walk of shame thing and she doesn't know where she is. I don't even know what I was doing. I don't know why I filmed out there, but this girl is like picking flowers for an old lady and then a car zoomed by, but I'm still gonna give myself a point for that because I just thought that was really funny. Also, I just love this lady's visor with like her little scrunchie sticking out of the top and her curly cues in the front. I just love this lady, so I just want to throw that in. I appreciate that they're not making her some sort of evil sinner at the beginning. She like goes on power walks with this old lady and she's not just this awful non-Christian to start with.
Are we still on for our power walk this afternoon? Wouldn't miss our time together.
I hate when Christian movies make these non-Christian characters look like mean, selfish people, because then if a non-Christian person is to go out of their comfort zone and watch a Christian movie, they're gonna look at that and be like, I'm not like that. I actually know a lot of Christians who are mean and selfish, and it just doesn't feel great. But you get my point.
So finish telling me about your date with Ken. Ron, Kenny was last week.
Yeah, I do take back everything I just said because they show her filing her nails in the coffee shop that she's working in. That's disgusting, and they really want to drive home the point like 70 times in this movie that she's like into her looks and she likes to look nice, which is her biggest like pitfall or something. So the first thing they show is her filing her nails in a coffee shop, and it's just my least favorite. It just grosses me out.
Well, our church is having a concert in a few weeks. You could come with, meet some new people. Yeah, I'm not really a church person. Think about it. It's just a concert, not a lifelong commitment.
The reason Chris wants to get coffee is because he has a thing for one of the baristas.
Well, we call that thing a marriage license.
Let me guess, they're gonna go to the coffee shop that the main girl works at.
Wait, when is it? Because I'll need to get my hair done. Oh, sorry, I'm getting my hair done.
She keeps saying she wants to get her hair done, and I'm like, how vapid do you have to be to like dye your hair blonde when you're not naturally a blonde? Like, who even does that? That's so self-absorbed.
Who's that guy with your man? His old college buddy and the new director at Home Base.
How you feeling?
Good.
Here she is, my beautiful wife.
Shelby, nice to meet you.
You too. I'm guessing you're not his type. Is he alive? Single? Then I can be his type.
What are you doing? I must have him.
It won't be a problem. I'll just pretend. Fake it till you make it.
Vic, you can't fake faith.
Sure I can. I mean, do you remember when I cheered for Seattle at Nate's football party? I didn't know a thing about football, but no one knew that.
I like that she equates pretending to worship and believe in an entire religion that she doesn't know anything about as the same thing as pretending to be a fan of a sports team that you don't know a lot about, which she has also done. I like that logic.
I mean, it's not my fault this guy's not like the others.
He's different than all the other guys I've dated.
I don't even understand what these Christian people are saying half the time. It's like they speak a different...
I had a whole Christianese sequence, so I'll give myself a point for that too. She Googles how to act like a Christian. Why didn't I think of that? Point for the movie. He is wearing a denim shirt and khakis. I'm giving myself a point for that.
My name is Jason Holman, and I'm the director of the new branch.
He didn't pay any attention to her in the coffee shop, but as soon as she walked into the church, he was like, whoa, baby.
How many of you are familiar with what Home Blonde does? Base. Home base. We're a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping families in our local community. None of what we do is possible without legs. And arms. Gotta swing those hammers.
I think I like this movie.
You know,
Are we about done here?
We all good?
Oh, yeah, all good.
I thought I'd come to the rescue.
She might be a handful.
You think?
I'm getting confused about their feelings for Victoria. Do they just not like her because she seems to date a lot of guys, or she seems conceited? I feel like they're kind of hating on her for doing nothing wrong. I actually can't believe that we both have this montage that lasts way too long where we're just trying on outfits to change ourselves for a guy. It's pretty exciting. I'm gonna give myself a point for that.
Don't be so focused on the work. Be more open for moving on from Rachel.
I don't get involved with people who volunteer for me.
Why can't he get involved with the people that volunteer for him? Like, where else are you going to meet eligible Christian people? It's not like an actual job or like he's a pastor or anything, so I just didn't understand that. But maybe that's just me.
I don't know her that well, but by the way Shelby talks, I'd say she's more into hunting guys than building homes.
Doesn't mean she can't volunteer.
Oh, okay. So his friend's wife works with Victoria, which is why he knew a little bit about her and was being so judgy.
Volunteer or not, this girl is way out of my league. And if what you say is true, I don't need that kind of complication in my life.
Aw, he thinks that she's out of his league.
Peanut butter mocha?
Thanks. Were you planning on working today or just bringing the coffee?
Oh, yes, working, absolutely. Got my own tools and everything.
Yeah, no.
If I showed up to help someone for the first time by myself and brought them coffee and they were like, are you just bringing coffee or are you actually gonna work? And then I was like, oh yeah, I brought my own little tools and everything. And they were like, yeah, no. I would be livid regardless of her intentions. I just thought that was a little bit of a weird reaction.
Is this yours?
It is. Hey, Wyatt.
Hi.
Hey. Right. Do you think you can find an extra vest for Victoria?
Yeah, sure.
I already love what? Megan. Maybe that's their couple name. I already love Megan and Wyatt more than anybody else in this movie.
So, where do you go to church? Thank you. Thanks, Wyatt. So, how do you know Wyatt?
Oh, I've known him for like forever. We go to the same church.
He's cute.
She asked Victoria a church question and she deflected by asking about Wyatt, and that was smarter than my character because my character would just like try and answer the church questions. So I'm gonna give this movie a point.
Did you bring your vest?
No. I've never built a house before.
Your earrings are adorable. But they might get caught on something, so they'll have to go.
Your hair, it's a hazard. You should put it up.
I know she's obviously not dressed to work outside and she doesn't exactly know how to build a house, but everyone is like, oh, why is this girl here? And like treating her like she's an idiot for wanting to help.
Please tell me you brought boots.
Please tell me you brought boots.
I mean, they're being a little nicer than that, but they're not really helping the stereotype that Christians are judgmental. So I'm gonna take a point off for that. Just, this isn't CinemaSins, but I'm taking a point off. She's not only learning about a religion, but she's learning all about the unique culture that comes from being a part of a certain religion, and she's studying how to build houses. All for a guy she knows nothing about besides the fact that he's kind of hard to get. I'm gonna give the point a movie. I'm gonna give the movie a point. Just pointing out that it takes 5 guys to carry this light-looking board.
Well, I just,
Do you have something in your eye? What was that about?
Yeah, don't ask me.
Megan. The WWJD shirt I'm gonna equate with my big cross necklace.
I went shopping.
I can see that. We got a lot done this morning. Come on, I'll show you.
Praise God!
Praise God thing is like my praise.
I'm so excited for this retreat.
Praise!
Amen, sister.
Jesus loves you.
Well, yeah.
Doesn't she know that her coworker's husband is friends with Jason? She saw them come in together. So shouldn't she know that there's a chance Jason knows she's faking it? This single mom, Elena, thanks Victoria for helping her, a stranger, build her family a house.
I always remind myself that God, He will never give me more than I can handle. I mean, He provided you, right?
What do you mean?
I asked God to provide a home for us. And here you are, a total stranger, sacrificing your time to help someone you don't even know.
And it makes Victoria realize how wrong her intentions have been.
Vic,
I've been awful.
don't be so hard on yourself.
So you don't think I've been awful?
Oh no, you've been fairly awful, but you realize it now.
He offers up his favorite Bible verse as opposed to mine, where she asks him what his favorite book of the Bible is.
My go-to scripture is Matthew 19:26, especially during a build.
Mine too. My fave.
You hurt.
And she Googles it, or Zingles it.
Hey, Zingle.
What can I help you with?
It's Matthew 19:26, the verse about how with God all things are possible. Then some sort of explosion happens. I was really confused because it looked like a car drove into her living room. And that's because it did. So a point for the movie, because I definitely wasn't expecting that. Let me just kind of glaze over that. And she finds out that her sister's husband left her for another woman. And she gives the same Christian cliche that she had just received from Elena.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to find a way to support us.
You know, God is never going to give you more than you can handle, okay?
Who are you?
Which slightly pisses me off, because if I were her sister, I'd be like, thank you, I don't believe in God. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of a weird... She's growing as a character, and now she comforts her sister with a Bible cliche. We're supposed to be like, oh, that's so nice, but it's not nice. I didn't like that at all. I feel like it's kind of out of nowhere that we find out her grandmother was a Christian and she owns a Bible, so it shows that they have this history of being Christians or something. So it's like maybe her finding her own faith or finding her faith again, rather than just becoming a Christian after reading a couple of verses. Then she starts reading the book of Esther, which is one of the books I reference in my Bible reading montage because I'm a girl. He holds the door for old ladies. I'm gonna count that as a point for myself because of this. Sorry, I was just helping an old lady to her car. The chemistry building was really slow for me because I feel like they didn't really get to know each other at all. Even when she was like starting to confide in him, like, yeah, my sister is going through a really hard time and someone drove their car into my living room. He was just like, oh man, that sucks.
You sure you're all right from that fall? I mean, if you're injured.
I'm okay, promise. Not even sore.
Was it because of the flying nails?
Actually, my sister's going through a rough time and some crazy driver hit my house instead of his brakes, so kind of a mess.
Ah. I'm so sorry.
And I thought, you know, that was a good opportunity to talk to her more and maybe like comfort her. I don't even know, but he was just like, oh man, peace.
If you're not nice, I'll send your new crew home.
No crew.
The montage of old people walking with drills lasts way too long.
Okay, side note, I think this is the main reason why it was copyrighted, so I'm gonna do a voiceover of the music. A, 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 A.
Wait, what's happening?
Her struggle lasts forever, and then when he finally comes and helps, we're supposed to be like, oh, that's so nice. But also, where's his vest? You know? Where's his vest? They gave her so much crap at the beginning. Is he actually building, or is he just drinking coffee in the corner?
Were you planning on working today, or just bringing the coffee?
Here we are. Home sweet home.
Roll credits.
You were protected.
What do you mean?
God knew that guy was gonna drive into your house.
Okay, could have been a coincidence.
No, I don't believe in coincidence. What I do believe is that he was watching over you.
I have ingredients for a mocha. Do you want to come inside for a coffee, or...? You're kind of mysterious sometimes.
You're kind of a flirt sometimes.
Moi?
Yeah.
So Jason's ex, Rachel, had apparently dumped him for becoming a Christian.
I found Faith, and she found a reason to dump me.
So that was a deal breaker.
I probably should get going.
Oh. Okay.
Then she zingles how to be a Christian, not just act like one. Point for the movie.
I feel like I don't even know who I am anymore.
Or maybe you're finally starting to find out.
You know, maybe you're not just changing yourself for a guy, but you're letting the big guy change you.
I assume you'll be ready. These are for you. Replace the others.
I assume you'll be ready. These are for you. Replace the others.
So now Jason thinks his friend was right and he is just one of the many guys.
I pretended to be a Christian.
I've been pretending to be a Christian. What?
Were you pretending to care when I opened up about Rachel?
Of course not.
Do me a favor, just stay away.
You're right about Victoria.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
And then this guy's like, oh man, I'm sorry. Peace. Like, is that a Christian guy thing? Why are they acting like that when people are trying to talk to them?
I'm not really a Christian.
Wait, then why would you tell me you were?
I don't know, it's complicated, but mostly when I got to know you guys, I wanted you to like me, and...
If you want people to like you, you let them get to know the real you.
I'm not trying to start anything,
I can't believe I listened to you. You had me trick Wyatt into liking me, but that's not who I am.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. I don't know how she tricked Wyatt into liking her, or how any of that is Victoria's fault. So by trying to flirt, she tricked him? I don't know.
Now he just thinks I'm some kind of weirdo.
Megan literally pouts on the side of the road and Wyatt runs after her all awkward and cute, and Jason can't stand the sight of our girl Vic, who I feel the need to keep standing up for.
I feel like most Christians would be pretty understanding about this, actually. Like, it is kind of flattering, and it's easier for them to forgive non-Christians because of the whole they know not what they do thing. They're like, Christians should know better. So I feel like in some cases Christians would be like, oh, like, that's okay. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I feel like if somebody said that they weren't actually a Christian and were pretending to, I'd be like, oh, I feel bad that you felt like you had to pretend to be one. So I don't know, I just think that their reactions were a little weird.
Hey there.
Rachel. How did you know where...
I called your mom.
And she super randomly pops back into the picture for absolutely no reason.
So we don't believe exactly the same thing, so what?
My faith is the most important part of who I am. It is who I am.
Then he runs into his friend again, and he isn't just like, oh man, that sucks, peace out, and actually talks to him. And he says that he and his wife make it work because they love each other and they work for it and work at it.
Ron and Victoria show up at this fancy hotel for his CEO's fundraiser.
He got a limo for this. I don't know. Why?
I thought you were getting your hair done for tonight.
Oh, I've just been kind of busy with the
Whatever. Let's just go.
And he's pissed that she didn't even get her hair done for it. Jason and Rachel show up at the exact same hotel because that's the one that she's staying at. And I was like, ooh, it's gonna get juicy. Nothing happens. I was like, so many wasted opportunities with that plot line. He tells her to get lost.
That's my boss. I can't wait for him to meet you.
Ron, my man.
Then Ron like keeps introducing Victoria as his girlfriend and lying about where he went to school and like that he plays golf but doesn't actually. And she's like, why are you lying all the time? And then she tells him to get lost.
I'm not your arm candy.
Why are you being so difficult?
And she runs out of there like Cinderella from the ball. Jason goes to the church concert. So again, like really don't know why Rachel was in this movie at all. Maybe that was supposed to be some sort of temptation for him that he didn't seem at all interested in. Then while Victoria's like going to find Jason, she prays kind of that this is the right thing to do, and then it immediately starts pouring rain, and somehow she takes that as like a good sign. I was like, oh, that would have been my sign to turn around, but she was like, okay. And then she was like, you're not making this easy, are you? And I was like, yeah, isn't that a sign that like this isn't what you're supposed to be doing? I don't understand that part, but I don't know, God has a sense of humor.
I know we're just getting to know each other, but please let this be the right thing to do.
I don't think I've ever really talked to you directly before. She happens to walk in at the time when they're asking for people to give their testimonies, and she's like, what's a testimony? And they're like, come on up here. And so she ends up giving her testimony, and it's the whole thing about how she faked it till she made it and became someone who wants to please God and serve others. Then after her whole speech, which Jason sees on the monitor screen outside of the church, she runs out of there like Cinderella again, and then she runs into the bathroom and is crying and taking her falsies off, and then Megan runs in and she's like, I forgive you, and then tells her that she and Wyatt actually do like each other and told each other they like each other, and it's so exciting. And then Victoria runs out again and Jason follows her and they make out in the rain. Because that's a Hallmarky ending. All the loose ends were tied up. Her sister got the job that she wanted. Elena got her house on time. This girl's really excited about cake.
Now let's go eat some cake!
Victoria and Jason are taking it slow. Victoria is wearing all white now to show she has been made pure. And they kiss again, which gives them 2 points because my characters couldn't kiss because I physically didn't know how to kiss myself or edit a video on iMovie on my very old computer. Yay! That's the final tally. I don't know how I ended up making a commentary-ish video. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And I hope that I never do it again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. To all of everybody out there, my like 10 subscribers, I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you so much. I hope you have a really great day and that your blinking isn't this crazy.